Hey there, Wargamers, Justin our Painter here, and you guys are tuning in for this week's video blog. I'd like to thank all you guys for tuning in today and take some time out of your days, out of your lives, out of your week to come hang out with me and listen to me babble about whatever the hell it is I'm going through this week. And boy, are we going through some shit. I know some of you guys are probably locked down at home, trying to be safe, trying not to get sick, and I hope you guys are being positive, staying healthy, staying safe, and also being constructive. In this current climate, it can be really easy to get bummed out, stressed out, agitated, angry, all of the above. But if you take this time and try and spin it on its head, there are some opportunities here for you guys to catch up on your hobby time, catch up on your shows, hang out with your significant other if they're around, and just try and relax. You got to make the best out of the shitty situation that we are all in, and what better way to make light of the situation than by painting some minis and losing yourself in this narrative, losing yourself in this world, this universe that you have control over. So paint some models, build some. Do something to stay constructive, and maybe as we come out of the other side of this, at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, but at some point we're going to come out of it. Maybe you have some painted models ready for the tabletop, so when you and your friends finally get to congregate, you can be like, yes, I am healthy, and my models are ready to blow up your models. And that's what you could do. I think that'll be really cool. But in terms of updates for me, how is what's going on impacting me? If you guys have been following me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitch, you know exactly what's going on. But my normal job is at Death Ray Designs, and by now you guys know that Adepticon was canceled, and that's huge to us. It's very detrimental for that being canceled. That accounts for a huge portion of our profits for the year in a 5-day period. Adepticon and Nova, it's a massive amount that we bring in. It's astounding. And by not getting or having that income, it's cause for concern. So to help combat that as a business, DRD is running a massive sale until April 1st. So if you guys need to pick up anything, there'll be discounts ranging from 10 to 25% off on a variety of products. So it's a good time to pick stuff up. Unfortunately, my coupon code does not stack, but if you need something, you can get something. Now, what does that mean for me? This week, everything's been reasonably okay, but we're waiting to see how the blowback's going to be for us in terms of sales and things of that nature. If it starts to kind of flatline, you start to have to cut the fat off the bone there, so to speak, trim down, and unfortunately that would be me. I don't know how that's going to go down, if it will. Austin is confident that it won't be an issue, but I'm being cautiously optimistic, I think might be a good term. Planning for the worst and hoping for the best. So I've been trying to sell some minis off, stuff like that, and stock up the coffers, which is why you guys doing what you do over on Patreon is so helpful. Not only does it help me produce content, but it's a nice cushion to make sure things are going well for me. If I was to delete Patreon right now and remove that income as well as Twitch, that's huge. I mean, I put in a lot of hours trying to earn what I do monthly from those, but that would be a big blow, So not only are you guys helping to support the channel, helping to support me over on Twitch, and helping me procure tools and things like that for the stream, you're helping pay bills and helping keep me afloat. So if you're interested in picking up some miniatures, my Ultramarines are for sale, what's left of them, and a very small Death Watch force. So if you're interested, check out the Facebook group. There are 2 posts there with photos of those miniatures. So, but anyways, I don't want to sit here and just try and hawk models. I do want to get some positive stuff going, and that means we're going to talk about what I have been painting over the last few weeks. And unfortunately, it was going to try and be positive, but there's going to be a negative spin to it because I've been slaving away on Nemo. So let's spin it over here, start showing you Nemo, and we'll talk about the positives and the negatives, and maybe we'll be able to spin that into something fun and entertaining to listen to, and not just, woe is me, the sky is falling. All right, let's check out Nemo. Boom, there he is, old General Adept Nemo himself. So if you guys who have been following me, you know that this was my entry for the Privateer Press painting competition at Adepticon, and we are slowly making progress on him. Now, caveat, had Adepticon not been canceled, he would have likely been a little bit further along now. That's because I would have made some time on a Saturday or Sunday stream to work on him instead of working on the Neo Mechanica stuff, because he was more time sensitive. Because the con was canceled, I've been a little bit more leisurely with him. However, I am going to finish him. I started him. He was for a painting competition that's no longer going to happen. I'm still going to finish this model, right? That is the The slight negative to it is that I've been slaving away on him and I'm not going to be able to enter him into the contest. And someone from my stream had mentioned, why not take him to lock and load? My retort was, I've been to one convention ever in my life, and that was Nova. This is my first time that I was going to be able to go to Adepticon. It's basically no chance I'm going to make it to lock and load. I also don't do enough with Privateer Press miniatures and stuff to justify going, if I'm honest. I wish I did more, but people here just don't play, so I don't have a lot of War Machine or Hordes or anything really together to do gaming with. So even if I was able to go, there really wouldn't be a lot to do other than just enter this model. So, but that's the slight negative side of it, is that he will not be able to get entered. The other negative side of this is that I've stressed out over this model. I've panicked. I've had anxiety and worries and all those things, and some happiness. But it's been a long road working on this particular guy, and then not being able to enter him into the contest is a little bit of a blow. But you know, what do you do? What do you do? Like I said, I am planning to finish him, because that's, you know, I'm not going to not finish him. I spent too much time on him to not do that. So there's a few things I need to tidy up as we get done here. I'll probably fix, address his shoulder borders just a little bit. I feel like I've rubbed some of the paint off here. But currently I've been working on the metallic portions, and I think those are turning out really, really nice. And actually I've been using the Army Painter metallics for the most part. It's good stuff. Probably do a video kind of doing a review on these and talking about them in conjunction with this guy, and talk about why I like these and how well they have functioned. I've been using a lot of Pro Acryl. I've been using Scale 75 on the face, a little bit of Reaper on the face, things like that. But I think he's turned out really nice. I still need to do the gold here, and I still need to do his like neckerchief area, touch up his lenses up here, not lenses, his goggles, and then do the lenses. We got his glow in here that needs to be done, and then I need to do a little bit of rust streaks, very light amounts on his armor. And we've got his little engines as well. So I want to do this band here, I think in gold or bronze copper, something like that. More of a red or yellow gold versus the silvers. Do the glows on the coils, put a little bit of that gold on the underside of the cap. I think that'll look good. So like the cap looks like it would come down and be flush with that metal. And then we've got that little coppery piece here, would be cool. Do the glow inside there, and then do some chipping / scratching effects on the white here, which I think is gonna look really good, to kind of mirror what we've done here. And then right here where we've got this like valley, so we've got this armor and this like kind of peak here, that valley, that crevice, come in here and do like a black line or really dark gray just to make that pop. And I think those are gonna look really nice. His little tech engine shrimpies that we've got here. And I think once we get these mounted to the model, it'll look something like so. And I think that's going to look really stellar, especially with the glow inside those engines and inside here. I think that's going to look fantastic. But in terms of painting updates, that's about all we've got going. I have been working on my Neo Mechanica miniatures. If you haven't seen the video, I did a quick review update on where I am on these guys here. I don't know how long it's going to be before I'm able to actually finish them. I don't get a lot of time to work on them each week. It's typically on Sundays, and I also need to get back to working on my Reaper miniatures as well, so we can get our dragon done and do a giveaway. And then once Nemo here, once Mr. Sci-Fi Cyberpunk Sam Elliott's done, you must be some special kind of stupid if you think I'm Sci-Fi Sam Elliott. Anyways, once he's done, I've got to finish Alfarius for wheels, which we've got a very good jump start on this. I need to finish up edge highlighting these areas a little bit to match that, and then start getting his small details, and then he'll come together really quickly. And then I've got a miniature to paint up for Clan Wolf, and then I think Wheels is going to have me work on a Gazgul Thraka as well, so we'll have some cool things coming up in the future. Unfortunately, I don't know when I'm going to be able to work on any personal models in the near future. I would like to. I don't honestly know where to focus. I've not been able to get any 40k in months. My main guy to do battle reports with, Bob, has not been as interested in playing 40k. And he's been focusing on other things, and then getting our schedules lined up has been hard. In the last game we were going to play, I overslept and missed the date, which was my fault. But even so, if I had made that date, it would have been one game in the last couple of months instead of multiples. So I'm not sure what to focus on. I know that I was supposed to be getting a copy of the new Infinity 2-player starter box, Operation Cladstorm or Cloudstorm, something like that. Or Cloudstrom, forget exactly what it was, kind of a Norse sounding name. It's got Pano in there, and I don't know if it's JSA, is it Yujing, I think? something like that. And the models look really dope. I was supposed to be getting that at the con as a preview copy to do just one of the media guys for Corpus Belli that was on that list, so that I could do some content with it, some video reviews, painting things, stream things, and the battle reports, whatever I wanted to do. But that hasn't. We didn't go to Adepticon, so I didn't get to pick that up. And I've conversed with them via email, and I don't know if I'm gonna get a copy now. So I'll have some BattleTech coming. Who knows when? The Kickstarter had been delayed a few months back by like 45 days. But now with the virus stuff and all the mechs coming from China, I don't know when we're gonna get it. So there'll be some things coming in the future for me to do. I just don't know when we're gonna do it or what we're gonna focus on. I really was hoping at this point this year I'd be working on some Dark Angels, but we're just not playing enough. And if I'm honest, I feel like 40K is getting a little bit rules bloaty. Things keep coming out, it's hard to keep up, and I'm right back where I was at the end of 7th edition, where I'm taxed. I'm stressed out with it, and I can't follow, I can't keep up, I financially can't keep up, rules-wise just can't keep up, and it's so damn bloated that, you know, what interest I had has just been obliterated for their profits. Buying models and stuff's really good. I like buying models. I don't mind buying the occasional rulebook, but GW has just slammed so much out so fast that for me personally, it's okay if it's different for you guys. It's completely fine. But for me personally, it's too much too fast. Not only can I not digest all the rules and keep up with what's going on, I'm not sure exactly what's going on in the damn fluff anymore at this point, and I'm behind on my armies, behind on the rules, and it just keeps piling up to the point where I'm just like less and less interested in trying to dig out of that hole. And not only that, a lot of what I had been planning for my Dark Angels has been so delayed that now I feel like I should just scrap it, because it's not all Primaris, and I feel like Primaris is where they're going. And I got a very sneaky suspicion that as soon as I start working on my Dark Angels, they're going to drop Primaris Bikers, and I'm literally going to flip the table. You know, so what do you do? So it's very stressful, it's very uncertain, and I have a variety of places that I could invest my time and my finances right now. I just don't know if investing that in 40K at this very moment is the best use of my time and my money. Investing the time in the minis isn't so bad. Investing more money is something that's hard to do. I have so much invested already, so little painted, and I play so infrequently. And again, that's one of the reasons why I'm here on YouTube, here on Twitch, trying to make a go at making a living off doing hobby stuff, playing games. And this year, unfortunately, I haven't been able to keep up with doing battle reports, and the Patreon's taken a tank. We've lost around 25% of our supporters, which it happens, but that's kind of the direct link to the throttle for you guys to help push content forward. And without that, I have to focus on things that do generate income, which is hard, because if you want to make it here on like YouTube and Twitch and stuff, you got to invest a lot of time. But there's normal job makes money, Twitch and YouTube that might do something, and those tug. You know, the more I spend on YouTube and Twitch, the less I have time for work, or the less I have time for anything personalized. So like, I work at 40 hours a week, streaming and video editing, usually around 20, and then trying to work in some personal time for myself and my fiance. In between that, it's just so difficult, you know. So I don't mind working hard. It's just, am I getting enough done? Am I focusing in the right areas? And right now, 40K is just, it's really hard to make time to focus on that. And that could change. Maybe there'll be a change from Games Workshop. Maybe there'll be a change locally that'll get me going into the hobby, but we'll see what happens. I was hoping Neo Mechanica was going to make a big splash locally. It didn't. That was one of the reasons I didn't jump whole hog into backing it, because I would have minis and no one to play with. So it's a tough sell. It's a tough sell. Infinity is going to be a tough sell locally too, finding people to play with, which is the story of my life. It's been that for a couple of years, for years, trying to do battle reports and find people. It's been very difficult to do so. So some of you cool people need to live nearby. That's what you need to do. Wheels, Clan Wolf, Javasuko, Daff, cool people from the stream that want to play games. North Carolina, you need to live here. It's great. We have beaches, we have mountains, we have me, we have Deathray Designs, Spiky Bits is here. We have food, we have microbrews. What is there not to love about North Carolina? Why aren't you here? But on that note, folks, as we had alluded to today, if you're interested in helping support the channel, I encourage you guys to check out my Patreon page. Your contributions, however large or small, there really do help contribute to what I do here. They gives you a direct link to the throttle on how fast we get to where we're trying to go. So if you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, there's a link for you. We'd love to welcome you into the Patreon crew. If that's not your jam and you're interested in helping support the channel in other ways, I encourage you guys to check out deathredesigns.com. Coupon code GETAMPED10 will save you 10%. A portion of those proceeds will come back to me, which will help me to continue to produce content for you guys. And if you haven't already, I encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel, like this video, ding the little bell so you get alerts when I put up new content, and sound off in the comments below if you have any thoughts, critiques, concerns, or just want to say anything at all. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'd love to get a conversation started. But on that note, folks, I think it's going to conclude today's vlog. I hope you guys are staying safe, being constructive out there with what's going on. Make sure you focus on your miniatures and your painting and things that bring happiness to your lives, and don't focus so much on the negative. Be safe. Do what you got to do, but try and do something constructive so when we come out of this this pandemic on the other side, that we've gotten something positive done that we can focus on as well. But on that note, folks, we're going to sign off today. As always, keep rolling those dice, keep painting those models, and I will catch you next time.